A group on the platform of Obedient Movement has pledged support for the Edo State All Progressives Congress APC Senator Monday Okpebholo ahead of the September 21, 2024 governorship election in the state. The group, which comprised members of the Edo South Senatorial District, on Monday declared support for the APC candidate because of his close ties with the people. However, the Edo State chapter of the Labour Party condemned the support to the APC candidate, saying that it was absurd for people who call themselves members of the Obedience Movement to support candidates of other parties. The Obedience Movement, a youth movement which became famous during the build-up to the 2023 presidential election, was a coordinates and propagates the activities of the presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Mr. Peter Obi, for the election. After the election, the party, under the leadership of Julius Abure, created the Obedience Directorate to cater to the yearnings of the members, but it was renamed after Obi's rebuttal. Obi had claimed that the Obedience Movement did not belong to any political party and should not be named as a directorate of any party. Speaking during a meeting with Okpebholo, the coordinator general of the Obedience Movement for Okpebholo, Ikwebo Igbenevo, described the members of the movement as lovers of good governance, fairness and accountability. Is it a APC, the same APC that they have the same tendency that Obi, they are just trying to corner the supporters of Peter Obi. That is exactly what they are doing. He added, "We supported Peter Obi, the Labour Party's presidential candidate in the 2023 election, because we felt it was the turn of the Igbo. Right now in Edo, it is the turn of Esan, and we need the most qualified to work for everybody and not a stranger." Okpebholo, receiving the group, lauded the members of the support and pledge to repay the confidence reposed in him if voted to power. He promised to surpass the achievements of Governor Godwin Obaseki in the first year of his administration. "If they have done well, I would not have contested. I urge you to punish them with your votes, because if you leave it for them, our unborn children will suffer." He added, reacting, the Edo LP Publicity Secretary and Public Relations Officer Sam Uropa said, "It is absurd to hear that Obedience Movement is supporting Okpebholo, just the way some also said they were Obedience Movement for Asue Ighodalo. The Obedience Movement is synonymous with the Labour Party and integral members of the party. They have forgotten so soon how the party was denied the use of the Sam Ogbemedia Stadium before the presidential election. So how can these people now declare support for Okpebholo or Ighodalo? For me, they have run out of ideas and do not know what they are doing at this point in time. They cannot be Obedience Movement and work against the party's candidates, Olumide Akpata, Adeyinka Adedipe." Okay. Every time obedience. These are the same people they were saying that they be online, they are online supporters. They can't vote on physically, but it's online people. We don't forget them, social media supporters. Now they want them. Everybody wants to associate with them. Obedience is a movement of good governance and not for a political party. Where was Akpata? Obedience believes in equity. That was the turn of the Southeast to become president. Yes, that is not the issue. It's not matter of so if it is because of Obi's integrity, not because it is the turn of Igbos. Like I always say, if you bring somebody who is not or they present somebody who is not responsible, you think people want to go after the person. It is the character and the credibility of Peter Obi that made him get that obtain all those support he got, and he's still having them. So it's not because of the turn of a Igbo person why they supported Obi. Where is equity? If an Edo South for 8 years should have governance to another Edo South man, don't you have conscience? Where was Akpata when Obi was seeking for election? What many of you don't know is that Peter Obi is working for Tinubu, and so what expects from his supporters? They are also planning to use Peter Obi again to win election in 2027 and only support Labour supporters who are on serious. I blame them. I don't know what this person is trying to say. Okay, oh, this country, like I always say, the more you look, the less you see, because is some people will be going in this direction. Some people want to twist truth just because they are selfish reasons, and some of them are still there supporting bad governance. They are still supporting governance. Of course, now, of course, there's a drama as obedience movement dump LP join Labour Party candidates ahead of major election. It's unfortunate, very very unfortunate. It's fake news. Obedience must not be all Labour Party candidates. Obedience movement is not under Labour Party, as said by Peter Obi and the group. They are independent association regardless of their political affiliations. Their members are both politicians from different parties and non-politicians. They have units and sub-units. A unit can decide to join any candidate of their choice. Obi is their only sole candidate for presidency, but can support any other candidates in other elections. Obedient movement is not a property of Labour Party as claimed by Obi. I think Senator Monday will win. There is nothing like obedient movement in Nigeria. Rather, what we have is group of people who have been marginalized in APC, PDP, NNPP, ABGA, and SDP. In order to vent their anger, they came with a name associated with their principal. Yeah, so guys, let's know what you think and have your take on this. Thank you.